Life. Everything in this world stems from the initial point in time when we were all one. But one group went down a different path, taking energy not from consuming, but from the sun. And from here, we have the plants we know today. These gentle giants want only one thing: to reach the sunlight that gives them life. Reid the Chlorophyll Guy. Reid the Chlorophyll Guy. Reid the Chlorophyll Guy. Plants rule. Reid the Chlorophyll Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Reid the Chlorophyll Guy. Reid the Chlorophyll Guy.
This is a forest. And look at all these plants around us. Plants are the backbone of every single ecosystem on Earth, except for ocean floor vents, but those don't count for this video. From the mighty tree down to moss,
and even phytoplankton. All of these plants are an integral part of the ecosystem they live in, and without them, everything would fall and crumble and everything would die horribly and it would be absolutely terrible.
But how do plants do anything? How are they supposed to spread and grow without being able to see, feel, hear, or even move? Every single plant needs a total of 3 things: sunlight, water, and nutrients. Depending on where they are, they might have too much of one or not a lot of another. Now please, consider the following. Close your eyes. Imagine a desert. Imagine the humid air. Imagine the lush plants growing all around you. Imagine the daily storms. Imagine, wait, I got the wrong one. Sorry, my bad. Close your eyes. Imagine a desert. The hot, dry air, the sun beating down on you, all of the sand. So much sand. Well, how can anything even begin to live here? Well, some plants have special adaptations to help them live in the desert. Some of them, they're able to spread their roots out far and wide to be able to get all the water that falls down and just goes straight down to the soil. They're able to catch it. Other ones are able to store the water that they collect inside themselves, so when a drought comes, they can just tap into that. And of course, sunlight is in no short supply here, so there's no need for big leaves. Some of them, they have really tiny leaves, special modified leaves that look like thorns. All plants live lives like this. They're able to best adapt to the environment that they live in. Well, thank you for joining me on. Consider the following. All plants begin life the exact same way, as a lowly seed. This is true for all plants, except for ones that can spread vegetatively, but I really don't want to get into that right now. The seed, which is basically just a clump of genetic material, waits for the perfect time, and then the root comes out and it begins to germinate. plant begins to grow more and more, and then even more. But then it stops for a while because it becomes winter. For deciduous trees, they lose all of their leaves in the winter. Just like this guy. Oh, that one's dead. Like this one right here. Because there's no point in keeping the leaves over the harsh winter. But after winter is over and spring has sprung, it's time for plants to release their flowers. Flowers are an interesting case for plants because there's so many weird and wacky ways that plants all accomplish the exact same goal. And that goal is to connect pollen to the stigma. Now, plants are able to do this through one of two ways. Either they have a flower that has both parts and it just fertilizes itself, this is called self-fertilization, or it goes through the gauntlet of outcrossing. Now, if a plant wants to outcross, it must somehow get the pollen from one individual to touch the stigma of another. And this is way easier said than done. Some plants have been able to harness the wind to do this. Look at those pine trees back there. Their pollen is able to ride the wind over to another pine tree. Thus it connects, fertilizing the flower. Imagine I'm a grain of pollen, and I've just been let off by the parent plant, and I just go where the wind takes me. I don't have a say in anything. Whoa! Now, another way that plants are able to get their pollen to another plant is through the use of flowers. Imagine this tree has a flower. It's acting as a big billboard for the bugs. It's saying, come on down! Right there, right there! Over here, over here! Here, here! It's right there. The bugs are attracted by the bright petals on the flower. The bug flies in right to the nectar. The bug is slurping up all the tasty, tasty nectar. Yummy, yummy nectar. The plant has him right where he wants it. The bug gets covered head to toe in pollen, then flies off to another branch on some other tree. Cross-pollination. Outcrossing. The stigma and the pollen have combined, fertilizing the egg. Pollination has occurred. Yay! I love plants. Look at all these plants around us. This is so fascinating. Sorry about the birds. Birds are a little loud. Once fertilization has occurred, the plant needs to distribute the seeds it's just created. The way we know best is by fruit. The plant packages the seeds in a tasty morsel. Look at the seeds inside. A creature comes along and takes a bite out of the apple, eating the seeds. And then distributes the seeds somewhere else. Pretty crazy. Another way plants disperse their seeds is through wind. You know the whirly-twirly helicopter things? Those are the seeds from a maple tree. Another way that plants can disperse their seeds is by having little Velcro things on them. The Velcro attaches onto the fur of an animal brushing by, and he just carries it on him, traveling great distances. Imagine I have all these seeds. I'm going all the way over here. Now they can push off. Now they're right there. Pretty crazy. If you can imagine a way for seeds to spread, there's almost definitely a plant that does it that way. Pretty crazy if you think about it. And that leads us back to square one, the seed. Pretty crazy the journey this little guy's gone on. Starting out as a little pollen grain, off in the wind, onto another tree, growing, falling down onto the ground, and now he's here. I don't even know where the parent plant is. And who knows where he'll go next. Well, looks like it's that time again. The end of our show. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that little bell. Send it to your friends. Bye-bye.